on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker, and it's Sadaransky in at the point guard. The offensive rebound. Boston game. James looking it over. Pass to Korkmaz. Pocket 6. Here's Papagiannis. The rebound by Medu. Parker outside. Second chance shot. No good from Hernan Gomez.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Brown the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Papagiannis. Fires away from outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Out to the right wing. Sadaransky against James. Medu passes to Parker. They set the pick. Off target from three-point range. Here's Korkmaz, covered by Parker. Korkmaz, no good.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
From the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
There's Brown with the 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Parker. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Brown.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Papagiannis passes to Blossinger. On the wing, James. They set the screen. Plays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Parker. Over James. And that one's good. Parker's got 5.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And it's Brown missing. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Screened by Parker. And here's the fast break. Here's Blasingame. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
James against Sadaransky. Kept alive. Here's Medu. Some solid defense from Brown.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Brown. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hernan Gomez a screen. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 6.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
There's the pick. And a wide open look for James. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Here he goes. Good work there as it goes.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
It could go. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain.
Maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this. Still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
The shot is
and they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Leading by a point. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
They've got Fall, and it's Lapro Vitola in at the point guard position. Here's Abrinas. There's the three. Sinks the triple. Abrinas has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
They are shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Eunice's shot is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Pass to Lapro Vitola. This one for three. Anderson passes to Fall. Left side Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from outside. Here's a Kobo. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Lets it go with the three. Fall with the rebound. Here's Lapro Vitola. Scoreless thus far. And a missed layup.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Diallo has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Diallo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Abrinas. Takes it inside, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Pass to Calathis. Here's a Kobo. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Anderson. Here's Abrinas. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Abrinas has got 7 points in the game. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And he recovers it.
Diallo. First personal foul. First team foul.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
And he's good on the three ball.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Corniche. Back to Diallo. Here's Eunice. Out left to the wing. There's a screen by Eunice. Here's a Kobo. And they come right back with their own three-point. Kobo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Abrinas, the pass to Vesely. Beyond the arc. Abrinas' shot is off. Here's Jacobo. Anderson with the block. And here we go. Up the floor. Here's Vesely. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Laprovitola. Shoots the three. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
And he gets the bucket. Jacobo's got 5.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Abrinas. And it's off from three-point range. Abrinas has got 1 three-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Jacobo, the pass to Diallo. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
And finished off by Anderson. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
James, that's a 2-pointer. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up 1. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Several teams wrestling for position there. I know wrestling is an arena you have some experience in, Shaq.
Their effort on the offensive glass has sent a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle and outwork you.
That is more than enough.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Corniche is out there with Diallo. And it's Moniunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Hernan Gomez, a screen from the arc. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. We've got Parker. Hernan Gomez out there with Medu. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. Screened by Parker. Pass to Medu. Now Satoransky. He has yet to score. Parker sets the screen for Satoransky. Count it.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
A tight game here in Los Angeles. James, the pass to Papagiannis. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Parker. Trains the three-pointer. Parker's got 8 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
James against Satoransky. Outside, James. Here's the screen. Lots of room. Here's Papagiannis, and he dunks it down.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
James has gone 3 for 5 from the field. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's two really unproductive trips in a row ending in turnover. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago. Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
To the wing on the left. Lets it go from the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He's got 10.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Giannis can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Took him no time at all on that one. Brown's got his second bucket tonight.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
1:31 left in the third quarter. Another shot. Korkmaz. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Now here's Satoransky. Parker outside. Fires the 3. Game pulls it in. And they're pushing it up. The rebound by Medu. Medu's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From outside the arc. He doesn't hit that one. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1, James.
Free throw drops for James. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. His kicks to Diallo. Pass to Calathis. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Akobo. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Akobo's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. And here's Anderson for 3. Offensive rebound. Off target at the rim. Here's Corniche. Here's Diallo. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. They're up by 1. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced to be wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Diallo out there at Corniche. And it's Akobo in its shooting guard. Abrinas' shot is off. Abrinas has gotten only 1 of his 3s to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts. Diallo with it. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
Abrinas with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
A pretty free look for three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Yeah, I think that might have been intentional. It perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
It'll be a turnover. Checking in for the away team, Parker, Cody.
Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Calathis takes it off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Three-pointer. Here's Fall. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Okobo, that's good.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Abrinas' shot is off. Abrinas has gotten just 2 of his 7 attempts from deep to fall. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
After Okobo. Here's the 3. Good D by Parker. Okobo's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And it's Brown missing.
First personal foul, third team foul.
Brown's gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. Anderson a screen on James. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. He's got 21.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Anderson a screen on James. 14 feet away. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
For 3. Here's Papagiannis. Rebound by Parker.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Anderson the screen. Here's Abrinas. The layup missed.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
James outside. After Okobo. Latrey releases one from 3.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
James covering.
to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And so they get the victory here at home. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And here's Brown for three. First shot won't go. Puts up a three. Sinks it from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here is James. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer. Force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And slam dunk by James.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
First team foul.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. He can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
From the arc. Connects from downtown.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
They set a pick. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Just 5 on the clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Number 13.
It's both from the stripe.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
From deep. And he buries his first look.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. The good news is they're trending in the right direction, still right in the middle of the pack.
When I look at this visiting team, they've tried a couple times to make a push up the rankings with no success. But I think they can be proud of where they landed.
Now, here is James. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. James has got his second basket of the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And we're going to have a jump ball. Pass to Edwards, to the right side, and stolen by Brown. And there's James from the arc. Fires in the triple. James has got 7 points in the game.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
A minute 39 left in the first quarter here. Five to shoot. There's a screen. Down low. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Into the lane. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Korkmaz on the wing. There's 49 seconds left in the opening quarter. He was all alone on that one.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
It's stolen by James. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for two. Blossom game.
And that's good as he hits both shots. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Got it off in time. And that's not going to go. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Up 10. And we'll bring you the starter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Right wing. Here's Akobo. Launches a three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Booker with the jam.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Akobo gets the bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Covered by Diallo. Outside Napier. Clock at 6. Good on the bucket. Napier's got his second basket on the night.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Diallo outside. Fires from the wing. The shot that time not on target.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
For three. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Here's Matajunas. The three.
Ball is turned over.
On Thursday, and then on Sunday. Now Napier. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Chalk up 2 there. Napier's got 6.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Here's Akobo. And there's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. 4-3. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Outside Napier. He puts up a 3. Pure from three-point range. He's got 9.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Yunus. Diallo a screen on Booker. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's a Kobo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. No good. That would have tied it. And here's the fast break.
Charging foul call on the Lakers. First personal foul.
There's a minute 17 left in the first half of this game. It's Napier with a drive. Covered by Diallo. Shot clock at 5. From outside the arc. Knocks down the triple. It's a tie ball game.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Yunus. Drains the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
35 seconds left in the first half of this one. And there's a pick. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Giffey taking 2 shots.
He's off on the second. 23 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Diallo outside. Pass to Akobo. Fires from deep. Can't hit that one. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They're up by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
25.
Welcome, one and all. You know, maybe we should take a road trip, the 3 of us.
Yeah, if we're going on a road trip, I'm bringing my dogs. I'm surprised it's this close, not gonna lie. They played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no work. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
For the lead. Hauled in by Brown.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
Pass to Korkmaz. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Korkmaz has gotten a second bucket on the night.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
There's the triple. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
The shot off that time. And with a little over a minute gone by. The second half is underway. Gets the three to fall.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
A good look from Brown. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Here he goes. And he makes it on the layup. He's got 13.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Three-pointer. He can't hit that time.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Ooh, give him his fifth make of the game in 10 attempts.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
De Silva controls the rebound and the putback.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Well, we got a close game here in Los Angeles. James outside. And the three off target.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. Now keep possession. They set the screen. Takes a three. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Check by James. Ah, nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Brown passes to Korkmaz. Fires for three. Unable to get that one. Right side, Edwards. Check by James. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go that time. They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
Misses from close range.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Drops in the three. He has 6.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
The three ball. He can't get it to go.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Brown, a screen on Edwards. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Knocks down the long J.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Away team foul.
So both teams making some changes here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Akobo. From downtown, sinks the tray. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity. He didn't have his feet planted.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team. Number 22. Number 22.
Tries a three off the inbound. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And it's good. Napier.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Drills it from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Lets the three fly. The rebound by Diallo.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Matajunas. Let's go with a three. The shot, no good.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
From outside, off the mark. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Here's a Kobo. Down low. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. The shot no good. Napier with it. Off with the layup.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get one shot at the line and retain possession. And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time.
Number 0, Nick 0.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Matajunas. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
To win the run. Tips it. It's good on the putback.
The way they've hit the offensive boards in the second half, you would think they're the team that's leading.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. It's good. And here's Napier. Out to the right wing. Nails it from 3. Napier's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter. Six to shoot. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
To the left side wing. Here's Kobo. Fires the 3. No. 4 for 9 from the floor now. Pass to Napier. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So both teams changing it up here. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Diallo. Driving to the basket. Got it.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
This is when you need a defensive presence, but it's just not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Booker. The rebound by Diallo. Launches it from deep. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
There's the pick. Launches it. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from you.
And they call an illegal screen here. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they're sort of cemented in this spot right now. Playing decent basketball, but not quite well enough to make up any ground and get into that next tier.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
They set the pick, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
How about this run break they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Fast break, here they come. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three. Parker surveying the floor. Jacks up a three. Connects from three-point range. 6 points for him.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Down low, here's De Silva. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Satoransky. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive. I hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. For the three. Can't get it to go. He's taken two and missed two. Here's Parker with the three. De Silva with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Rebound by Parker. There's a screen. Those three-pointers off the mark. And they're moving it up. All going up court. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Fires from deep. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
A three-pointer is right on target. 6 points for him. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. And it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. .104 left here in the opening quarter. Puts up a three. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Parker's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. There's a good screen. The putback, the rebound by Medu.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
The shot by Satoransky, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. No good on the three. They get the rebound. Hernan Gomez kicks to Parker. From past the arc. And the three ball is good. Parker's got 12.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but
the basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Up 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Napier. Here's Laprovitola. Here's Aprinas. Vesely dishes to Anderson. A second chance effort. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
And it's Aprinas in the corner. Pass to Fall. Here's Laprovitola. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. A three. Fall with the rebound. Anderson passes to Laprovitola. They set the screen. Bangs home the trifecta. Laprovitola's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Going inside. It's deflected, and that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Drills the three-pointer. Here's Aprinas, still without a basket. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. A nice shot by Vesely.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
There's the screen. Plenty of space. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. He's got 5. Anderson outside. A 3-ball. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Pass to Napier. To the left wing. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering. Here's Aprinas. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Missed inside. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Fall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fall's got his first 2 points.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Aprinas. Sinks the triple. Aprinas has got 6 points in the quarter. 1:33 left in the first half of the game. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Laprovitola. Takes the 3. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Giffey, he's covered by Anderson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Aprinas. 6 points for him. Pass to Laprovitola. 6 to shoot. From deep. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here's Booker from the arc. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
It's good from long range. Abrinas has got 9.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Knocks it loose. Giffey. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The visiting team
leading by just 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Taking a look at the visitors, they're sort of stuck in this same range, right in the middle, here in the middle of the season.
Middling overall. I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting their defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put points.
And that is it for halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker, and it's Zadaransky in at the point guard position. There's the triple. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Parker outside. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Zadaransky. De Silva with the rebound.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Parker out there with Medu. Then there's Hernan Gomez, and it's Zadaransky in at the point guard. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 9 points in the game so far. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
A steal. Here's Edwards, and he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got his second basket of the night. And Zadaransky kicks to Parker. Zadaransky sets a screen for Parker. From outside, off the mark.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Out to the wing. They set the pick. No good with the triple. Pass to Zadaransky. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
Parker outside. There's the three. Here's Medu. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. From downtown, hands it from downtown. 18 points for him.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Parker outside. Zadaransky sets a screen for Parker. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Traps in the tray.
Number
1 points in the game.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. They set the pick. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Pass to Edwards. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
The three. And a slam dunk by Vesely.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Basket counts.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Pass to fall. Here's Laprovitola. Takes a three. Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Number 7. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
First one falls for
Anderson. Taking 2 shots.
both free throws good from Anderson. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Vesely.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Anderson, and it's Fall in at the center position.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
To tie it up. And he's good on the 3-ball. It's all knotted up.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Abrinas. There's the pick. Launches a 3. And that one is off. Lets it go. From the top of the key, he buries it. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Anderson. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Napier feeling it out a bit. Driving inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line. We're
about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And the shot goes down.
and some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Abrinas the pass to Laprovitola. Abrinas' shot is off. Booker with it. He's against Vesely. Booker left side. It's tipped. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. And finished off by Anderson.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And they pick up 2.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Here's Napier, and he banks in the layup.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
1:51 left here in the fourth quarter.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering. Provitola's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts to fall from the floor. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Napier. A 3-pointer off the mark. To the middle. Here's Fall. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And you can feel the crowd react as one.
Guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Napier. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Here's Parker with the 3. Frames it from downtown.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's the screen. It counts. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
And a cold-blooded triple to calm this crowd down after what looked like a huge 3 at the other end.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering.
And they still have a foul to give at this point. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
Can't knock in the 3, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the 3-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
Five seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Parker outside. Beyond the arc. That one doesn't drop. Korkmaz on the wing. Oh, it's stolen. And here's the fast break. He drops it from range.
First bucket of the evening. Now, both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Covered by Sadaransky. Sadaransky with the steal. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Parker outside. From deep three-point land. On target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Parker's gone 1 for 2 from deep. And here's Brown for 3. They get the rebound. Pass to James. Shot clock at 6. Here's Korkmaz. Parker defending. Puts up a 3. And Metu pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Fires the 3. Parker, no good. Parker's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Oh, swiped away. All alone on the break. Oh, had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't make the 3. Brown with it. There's the 3. Sadaransky pulls it in. Parker outside. There's a screen by Metu. Parker, and that's good. Parker's got 6.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's the 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 6.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
There's a screen. And here's Brown for 3. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now. 1:49 left in the first quarter. And the three-pointer goes.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
James goes in. And the layup is good off the glass.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
1:27 left in the first quarter of the game. Lets it fly. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Pass to Korkmaz. Back to James. Korkmaz passes to James. 5 on the clock. The 3. No luck on that one. Here's the break. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Here's Parker. No good from outside. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. James. Shots blocked. And they're running. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Pass to Brown. Three-pointer. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. They set a pick. Lets it fly. Misses the jumper.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. They're up 7, and we'll be back shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Away team foul. Okobo. First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the home team now. Hits the three-pointer.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Okobo. Here's the pick. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Fall. From deep three-point range, it doesn't go for him. Diallo outside. Here's Okobo. Anderson covers. Launches it. Okobo, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Corley. Here's Okobo. And he goes in for the dunk.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Diallo against Anderson. They set the pick. Jump shot is good. Give him 8 points now.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. It took him a while to get going.
From beyond the arc and then some. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Fall. From behind the arc. The rebound by Corneli. Here's Okobo. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Mata-Yunis. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Diallo. No good there. There's a screen. Here's Vesely. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Anderson against Diallo. Here's Fall. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Here's Okobo. Buries it from 3.
Okobo, 3 points.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Fall. They set the pick. Six on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Vesely. Can't hit from in close. And they're on the run. Here's Corneli. From deep. He can't get it to go. The 3 is up. The shot misses. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. 29 seconds left in the first half. And the bucket is good. .23 seconds left in the second. The three is up. The rebound by Corneli. And here's Diallo. Shoots. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. They lead by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third.
And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the home team.
They've done it on both ends of...
And that's a wrap on.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. We've got Chimezie Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernan-Gomez. And it's Parker in at the 3.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
James passes to Brown. Driving inside, and Brown with the stuff.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
That shot's good by Parker.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
James, outside. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. No coverage that time. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Pass to Satoransky, to the paint. Parker outside. From downtown, connects from downtown. Parker's got 11.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
From outside the arc. And Parker pulls it down.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
There's the triple. No luck on that one. Parker defending. James outside. Brown with a screen. Ball stolen. Here we go. Count it. 15 points in the game.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Korkmaz on the wing. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. No good with the triple. Parker outside. Takes the 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's James. And a nice finish on the layup. James has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Away team foul. Blossomgame. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play.
The 2 minutes.
The 3. He can't hit that time. Brown with a screen. Inside. Tipped. Lets it go from the wing. They get it again. Here's Hernan Gomez. The layup off target.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Puts up a deep three. And Netu pulls it down. Netu's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. James with a steal. Fires the 3. Out left to the wing. Kick out to Brown. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Brown's got 8 points.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. Fires for 3. Parker, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
It's James on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
.12 seconds left in the third. They get back on track. And it falls all over the rim and in. He's got 17. Here's James. Good if it goes. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Up by 7. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Vesely. And there's a 3-second violation.
3-second violation.
On Friday, then on Sunday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
There's a screen. Here's a Kobo. Hits the trifecta.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
On the take. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
At the line for 2, Anderson.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. The visitors with the ball. Trailing by 8. And Diallo, here we go. And the shot's good.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Over to the left wing. Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Mata-Yunus. Pass to Diallo. For 3. Counted from distance.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Takes it in, laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's Calathes. from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
Pass to fall. Clock at 6. Covered by Diallo. Shoots it from the high post. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one. Here's Kalathis. Here's Montejunas. Had the space there, but it's offline. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Brown against Parker. Anderson with a screen on Brown. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
The 3, Diallo. Anderson pulls it down. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Check by James. He buries it from 3. Give him 20.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
This one for 3. It's hauled in by Akobo.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Diallo. Out to James. They need this. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any chance of a comeback. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly look to want it more than their opponent.
Fires from way outside. Hauled in by Brown. Now James. And so they get the victory here at home. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a lift.
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Bossingame. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
James against Edwards. James up top. 6 on the shot clock. Let's go. Doesn't go for him. Fires the 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And he drives in, and the shot goes in.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
They set the pick. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here he goes. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And here's Brown outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
James kicks to Papagiannis. Pass to Korkmaz. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Drills it from outside.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Team foul. Lossing game. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's the three. It's the three-point bomb. 7 points in the game. Here's Wasengame. Pass to Korkmaz.
2 minutes remaining.
The screen from Brown. Pulls up. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. It's up a three. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. Here's Papagiannis. Here's Wasengame. Misses the three. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Lucic. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take. No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
He's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Here's Wasengame. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. James defending. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
They set the pick. Pass to Korkmaz. James looking it over. De Silva with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that
foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Jacks up a three. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. Here's a Kobo. 3 seconds left. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Up by. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Corniche is out there with Diallo, and it's Moniunas in at the center, locking down the middle. Akobo, the pass to Moniunas. Here's Akobo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three. Rebound by Napier.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Trying his luck from deep. Corniche with the rebound. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Diallo has the open look. Buries it from three-point range. Diallo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Giffey, he's guarded by Diallo. They set the pick. Giffey, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Driving the lane, plays it up and banks it in. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Calathes kicks to Moniunas. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Giffey covered by Moniunas. Offline with his 3. Here's a Kobo, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Banked in off the glass. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Calathes passes to Diallo. Takes the 3. No good there.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Moniunas' shot is good. Moniunas has got himself on the board with 3 there.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Takes a 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
He takes it in. Here's a Kobo. Fires the 3. That ball's off target. It's his 3rd miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Booker. Fires for 3. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first 3 from the floor. Corniche, the pass to Diallo. From deep. And Napier pulls it down.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Booker with no one around, and they will call over the back on the play.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
He had to know that call was coming. You can't treat another guy like a jungle gym out there.
Calathes kicks to Moniunas. Good. Great play by Calathes to set it up. Moniunas has got 6 in the quarter. Moniunas has gone 2 of 3 from the field. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions.
0.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And here's James outside. They grab their own miss. That's the Blossom game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Papagiannis. Trains the 3-pointer. Papagiannis has got 6.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Edwards against James. It's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
He got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. They're up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our...
You take a look at the home team, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a...
And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the visiting team. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Edwards, the bounce pass. Into the lane. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Awesome game out there with James. Then there's Brown, and it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. James has gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. Lucic. Good on the 3-point shot.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
And it's Brown missing. Brown's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. From outside the arc, that's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Gets it to go. That one good from Papagiannis.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Edwards. For 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Here's Korkmaz. Knocks down the 3 ball. Korkmaz has got his 2nd basket of the night.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Here's Boston game. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And that one's good. Korkmaz. Korkmaz has got 6 in the quarter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. The drive by James, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, James.
James at the line for 2.
Both free throws good from James. A tight game here in Utah. He's covered by Brown. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 1 point in the game.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Edwards against James. And the layup's good off the glass.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
That one falls.
And it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to De Silva. And James pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The screen from Brown. Fires top of the key. That shot, no good.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Lucic. From outside, off the mark. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Wasengame. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And there it is for him.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Here's Papagiannis. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land. De Silva's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Papagiannis. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For the 3. The shot, no good. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Up 9. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Diallo out there at court each, and it's Calathis in at the point guard position. Here's a Kobo. Misses the 3.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
From past the arc. Good on the triple. And he has 28 points for the game.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Fires from deep. Booker pulls it in.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
To shoot. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. That one goes in.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Matajunas. Now here's Diallo. Defense right on him with the shot. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Takes it inside. Return to sender. And here is Matajunas. There's the 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Well, head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. Defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And good that time. 33 points for him.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Lets the three fly. To the left wing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
The ball goes to the away team.
This passes to Diallo. A 3-ball. To the wing right side. Lock at 6. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Diallo's gone 1 of 5 from deep. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Launches it. Hits it from three-point range.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Mark it, time of death. Does that mean we get to officially enter garbage time? I vote hopefully yes.
Now here's Booker. He's guarded closely. No good on the triple. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Here's Diallo. Offline from the top of the key.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Shoots. And he hits the jump shot.
Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
Here's a Kobo. Good. It's Calathis who picks up the assist.
3 points.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Diallo. So the home crowd treated to a win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to...
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Parker in at the small forward position. And it's all from three-point range. There's the three, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. I see him.
Drops in the three.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. He's got 5. Off target from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Satoransky with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Back to Satoransky. The 3 is up. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
There's a screen by Metu. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Edwards with it. They set a pick. The 3. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Launches a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Sinks the tray.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Remaining first 2 minutes.
And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
From the arc. That one no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Hits a three-pointer. 17 points in the game. Here's Satoransky. No points yet. Parker outside. Three-pointer. Pass to Metu. Parker outside. Three-pointer, no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Second chance shot. The shot no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Metu. Back to Satoransky. Releases from 15. De Silva with a rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
The layup misses.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. They lead by 8. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Booker can't get it to go. Fires from deep. And Booker pulls it down. Anderson covers. Booker with a screen on Anderson. It's hauled in by Fall. And stolen by Napier. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Pushing it up now. And there it is for him.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's the three. They grab their own miss. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Takes a three. Knocks it down from distance.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Lets the three fly. And Booker pulls it down. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. They set the screen. 5 to shoot. The three-pointer off the mark. Oh, deflected. Pass to Napier. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he nails the third. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. To the wing, right side. Puts up a three. It's not going to go for him.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Three-pointer off the mark. Anderson covers. They set the pick.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
To the wing on the left. There's 1:54 left in the second. Shot clock at 6. Fires the three. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, you don't like the foul, but if the alternative is giving up a dunk, it's an easy choice to make. I think it sets a tone for your defense around the rim. Make them earn it.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical. A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
from behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. He's got 6.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
He's guarded by Napier. Here's Vesely. Second shot opportunity. Drained it for 2 points.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Outside Napier. Softly drops in the floater. Napier's gotten 4 this quarter.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. There's the drive. Now Anderson. No made baskets yet. And finished off by Anderson.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
A deep 3. No good on the shot. And so that brings the first half to a close. They lead by 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Well, I think for the home team, they're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, they'll get some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that.
See?
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the home team.
Usually when you hit...
And that's it for halftime.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Chemezi Metu out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Sadaransky in at the point.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
There's a screen by Metu. Here's Parker. The wide open shot is on the money. Parker's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
4-3. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. And Metu pulls it down. Metu's got 4 rebounds now. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 16.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Let's go with a 3. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 19 points in the game.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of threes in the first half, now nails another.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that." And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor.
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Here's Parker. Basket's good on the assist from Sadaransky. Parker's got 5 now.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
The 3 ball. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Jacks up a 3. That shot is off.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Covered by Sadaransky. Nails it from 3.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Number 13.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And there's a pick. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Launches it. The shot, no good.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
From the arc. And Parker pulls it down. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Drills it from deep. 22 points for him.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Five on the clock. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Puts up a deep 3. He's off on that one. It could go. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 11. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And he can't get that one. For 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got his 5th rebound in this one. And stolen by Booker. He drops it from range. So it's the home team now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Vesely. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. There's the 3. Kept alive. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
It's hauled in by Fall. Outside, Anderson. And there's the screen. Down low. On Tuesday, and then on Thursday.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Blocked! And they'll keep possession. And Booker with the jam. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta. 25 points in the game.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Anderson. Three-pointer. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. And Parker pulls it down. Booker's gone 1 for 4 from the field. Fires from deep. That shot is off. Miss number 6 of the day out of 12 attempts. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And rejected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Parker. .119 left in the game. Just 2 to shoot. From deep. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Into the lineup for your home team, number 3.
We've got 1:13 left in the final quarter. Off target from three-point range.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Parker the screen. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
He connects. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. No luck on that one.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
He takes it in. And the layup is good.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
From deep three-point land. The shot comes out. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans.